I skipped the complete PlayStation 1 and went straight into PlayStation 2. So
Really?
I was stuck on the 64 for a long time.
Did you
That
ever?
and Game Boy Color.
I didn't really bring it up, but Game Boy definitely took over your life on the other spectrum. Like,
Yeah.
only because that's when you first get introduced to Pokemon. That's where you first get introduced to an RPG, but don't really feel like it's an RPG.
Yeah.
And RPG everything, so there's no reason why it's not. But no one ever called it that. That's the thing. But I remember putting in well over 100, 150 hours into my Red, and then it got stolen.
No.
I had read at first, and I was going, Fort Bliss or whatever. They actually have like programs and stuff on there, and
Yeah.
we took it one day, and for some reason, I had my Game Boy, but Red was gone.
No.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
and I just don't know like what happened with it at that time. I don't know how it kind of went about, but it was just like, oh, this feels terrible
Had you
because it
like
was
already
like,
beaten the game and everything?
oh yeah, no, I killed the game. So I got blue because I didn't get red, and I remember that's when like I got Blastoise and I really kind of beefed him up, and that's when I started really getting into the other stuff. So like I did it all over again with blue, but that just shows you how much I liked the game at the time.
Yeah.
Because that's the first, you wanted to start off with the other starters and stuff. You wanted to see if the whole Mew thing was true, and
Yeah.
all the other kind of jazz.
Doing the whole
But
missing number cheat and everything.
I will say Pokemon Gold and Silver was the most memorable for me second game that came after playing the first game that I really, really loved, or that I was really anticipating. Like, I have to own this game. It has to be in my hand.
Yeah, that was one of the only games when I was younger that I actually got like the day it came out, because I was obsessed with Pokemon Red, and then my parents were, I think my parents and my sister and everything were able to get me the Pokemon Yellow Pikachu Edition Game Boy
Oh,
Color,
mm-hmm.
yeah, with the yellow and stuff like that. So I played Yellow time, and like um since I was playing soccer stuff like that, we'd go to tournaments out of town and stuff like that. And so I remembered like dearly, like I had this like gold yellow like light attachment to it, and like a pack of batteries next to me in the back of the car and stuff like that as we drove down to Phoenix, stuff like that. So it was like 6 hour drive. So we drive, I have a pack of batteries because I had the light there, and it was like, I remember it was a gold snake, like it was a snake had a thing with a light that went on there so I could play it. Like I remember that perfectly, dude.
Oh yeah, when Game Boy Color came out and your Game Boy Color was just equipped. It had the screen with the light and the magnifying. It had the buttons to use like a control stick on it, extra battery, and all kind of crazy stuff. It's funny because I got the yellow Game Boy Color, but I didn't get the yellow special edition Pikachu one.
Okay.
But I just got it, kind of fake it out.
Yeah.
But I've never known yet. I think for me, Gold and Silver and then Yellow are probably like how I would probably rank Pokemon games.
Me too.
Because like Pokemon Yellow just solved a fantasy. What happens if you got all three starters and actually
Yeah.
play the anime storyline to some degree, right? Because
What if you could be Ash, but it actually be better?
because everybody thought you were still Ash in that game.
Yeah.
No one really had the concept that you were actually this player called Red at the
Yeah.
time. And maybe I'm just dumb because I remember I just like Pokemon for Pokemon. I like the collecting aspect of it. But I really just kind of enjoyed the game. I enjoyed part two of it. So I played a lot of games for the Game Boy one, but if there's one thing that kept having me buy Game Boy after Game Boy after Game Boy, it was definitely Pokemon.
Yeah. Same here.
Especially for Emerald or what, Ruby and Sapphire.
Ruby Sapphire.
Yeah, it's like, oh, gotta get a Game Boy Advance. I didn't even know it was coming out, but now I need to get it.
That's where I went different, because I love Gold and Silver so much that, but I loved Metroid so much that I got a Game Boy Advance for the Metroid game.
Really?
Yeah, for Fusion, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, no, I think Future came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird because I remember I was never really on top of the release of a lot of the consoles, especially for Game Boy, even though I played it so
Oh yeah,
much.
me either.
But like I only knew it when I knew that, oh, this game I want to play is for this console. That's when I had to go figure out how to get it and stuff. So yeah, I had worked up to getting like the Game Boy Advance, and then it was like with the DS, Nintendo DS or whatever, and you had to get
Yeah,
that for the next Pokemon game, and then it was just like Pokemon was just kind of like, okay, we got to get the next one. It's kind of like how some titles, like I first got the original Xbox 360 because of Eternal Sonata. Like
gotcha.
I literally went on eBay because they were pretty much sold out. But I went on eBay because I wanted the Xbox 360 Elite Edition, and I went on
Okay,
eBay for some reason. Somebody was selling it cheaper. I don't know why. I don't know
really?
how, but I don't ask questions. So I was able to buy it. Nothing wrong with it. Worked perfectly, and I was like, all right. All right, mission accomplished. I didn't get scammed on eBay because I have before. It's like